Hi everyone, I'm Julie from Julie's Everything Treasures and welcome to my next video. Here is a start of doing some fall home decor. I hope you enjoy the video. Please subscribe to the channel. There's lots more to come from me and I'm hoping you're enjoying all my videos if you have already seen some. Please give the thumbs up to my video and tell all your friends all about me. I am enjoying so much doing the home decor and I hope that you see it too. Please enjoy the video, let me know what you think in the comments, and there's some pictures and images at the end of the creations that I have created. Thanks for watching, keep going, the fall creations are coming now. So I started off, this was a little hand massager that I got from the thrift store, and I figured these beads would be really cool, good size to use for many different things. So what I did was I took the massager apart, and it all comes apart like this, and then I cut down this piece here. So I then have a shorter little stump, and what I'm doing now is I have 4 beads on here and I'm just using some white chalk paint and I'm just going around as much as I can, just dabbing in white chalk paint, and I wanted a complete white look, so I'm going to do 2 coats. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing as quickly as I can here. This is easy to do, very cheap, easy little project to do. And it's okay that it's not perfectly covered because I want it kind of rustic looking, but there you go, you've got all 4 beads covered and we're going to let that dry. While I'm letting that dry, I picked up 3 of these little pumpkins from the Dollar Tree and they are so cute. I did put a couple on a 2-tier tray, but this one I want to just kind of make a little bit more my style and less kind of shiny. So I'm just using some white chalk paint and I'm just going to dab it mostly on the top part where it's all gold and sparkly, and then bring it down to just to dull down just a little bit of the sheen on the sides. And then we're going to, I'm doing all 3 of these. I've already done 2 of them and getting it all over my fingers, that's okay. I don't need it to be perfect. Again, I'm just trying to get a little bit of the shine away. It's already a white creamy colour, so all I'm doing is just dabbing it all over just to bring down, tone down that shine. And as I say, when it's dry it will look a little like this, a little bit more matte coloured. This one I've done, but I need to just go along the bottom a little bit more, and I'm just going to let these dry. So this can then dry while I work on the rest. So while they're drying, the next thing I'm going to do is I have many of these different tops for mason jars, and I'm going to be trying this Summer Crush DIY paint, and I'm going to be painting each one of them, covering inside, outside, all over. So I'm just going to get my brush here. So I'm going to just paint the whole thing and then let those dry, and I'm going to be painting each one all over, as I say, inside, outside, upside down, you name it. I'm going to be painting them completely and then let it dry. So I'll just get this first one done and then I will do the others, and when they're all dry I will then get on to the next stage. So I have them all painted and I'm now going to try and put them all together. It's going to be a little tricky, but let's try and get them together. And I have some twine that I'm just going to string them onto and just keep stringing them on. I can do that and get them all And the same direction on this piece of twine. Just keep going. Oh, twine broke. There we go. Let's do that again. I'm just going to keep going until they are all onto the twine. So I have tied the twine, put them all together into this kind of pumpkin shape here. Let's just bring you down just a little bit more. And then I went into my yard and looked for a twig, and I'm going to just push that this way up, I think, into the middle. And then instead of going into the yard and getting a real leaves, I figured I'd use some fake ones. So I found some of these that I got, I think, from a thrift store. And I'm just going to stick these onto the twig with some hot glue. And just kind of push them on. And a second one. And just push it down. And wherever you're going to display it, you can make sure you have it in the right place. And what I would also do with this is I would find some of the Dollar Tree lights and the battery powered ones and put them inside. You can just sneak them in, put them inside, and then you can turn it on at night, and I think that would be really cute little pumpkin. And if you want to go to the extreme of having it perfect, you could put a little bit of glue on each one just to kind of, you know, have them in place rather than moving around. But if you are just going to be putting them in on one display, not moving it around too much, you don't need to do that. But there you go, is a little cute little pumpkin made out of the lids of the mason jars. So we are next going to be finishing off the beads. They are nice and dry now, so we are going to be finishing them off, and the pumpkins. So let's get going with those. So with the beads are nice and dry, and they've even kind of stuck themselves together while they were drying, so that's good, no big deal on that. I've got the stick ready, and this has been cut into size, so it will be going like this. I just want to quickly change the colour of the stick, so I'm going to be using a little bit of the aged glaze here and just dab a little onto it. So let's just get that going just onto the edge. And if you just leave it as this way, it'll be nice and dark. If you want it a little bit lighter, you can just rub it down with a cloth and it'll go a little bit lighter. But I think that's going to be perfect for me. I'm going to just let that dry. And then while I have got this glaze, I'm going to finish off the pumpkins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the aged clay to put onto the top part here, the stem, just all the way around onto the stem. Keep going on, and then with a dry cloth I'm just going to dab it just to pull it back just a little bit. And then just go over it a second time, anywhere that it's too light. And dab again. And you can do this a couple of times depending on how dark you want it. And now at the bottom here, I'm just going to kind of go in between a line like that, each part of the pumpkin, and as I do it I'm going to dab with a dry cloth, just rubbing it off as I put it on. Now it's going to go all over as I'm doing it, but I'm okay with that. I don't want it a perfect line, so I'm just going to go around the top and then come down with a line and then use a dry cloth just to kind of just push it out, just pull it back up and dab it a little. And as I say, I don't need it to be perfect line because that wouldn't look natural. So it's okay if it goes on to the other part as well a little bit. And just go all the way around. I'm going to do this on all three of the pumpkins, and it's going to have a little bit more of a rustic look that is more my style than the shininess that it was. Let's go over this, couple of them here, and then I'm just going to rub them back off. If you find it's either too much, too little, you can always go over with a wet cloth if it's too much, and if it's too little, like on the top, I still want it to be a little darker on the top, so I'm going to just go back over again and do a couple more layers because I want this to be not brown but almost a tint of brown. So I'm just going to go back over it again and just push it in. Everywhere. All the way around, and again just with the dry cloth just pat it down, and then I'm just gonna again just go around some edges into some creases. And just dab a little until you get it what you want it to be. There's still some parts here. I'm probably going to let it dry and go over a second coat on this and then do the same with these ones. So I'm just going to go over the stem all the way around. With the glaze. Dab it down and then come into the line with the glaze and then wipe it back with a dry cloth. And again into the line and then just wipe it off. And I'm just going to keep going with this, doing the same thing for all three of them, so that they have got more of the look I'm looking for my decor. And then when this is dry, we'll finish this one off too. So I'm going to be sticking these together, and they've already started doing it themselves with the paint, so that's kind of funny, but I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the inside here, and a little bit of glue just down each side of this, just with my glue gun, just to push them in all the way down. And then the last one, just going to push that one on top there. Now also I want to put a couple of leaves on, so I just cut up from some leaves here, just a little bit of a leaf looking, and I'm just going to put that just there we go, and another one on the other side, and we have that one. Just going to put that one in there. We can just have it standing up, that would be great. And I'm just going to lean it, this pumpkin's almost dry, I'm just going to lean it against there for the moment because what I want to do is put some letters on, and I'm just going to use some dollar store letters here. These are stick-on. They're a little fiddly to put on, but I'm just going to write, as in stick on the letters to say fall. Now I find these go on much better if you use a little Mod Podge, but right now I'm just going to place them, and if I find they don't stick great, then I will get out with some Mod Podge. But they are sticky, so you just take your time pushing them down. The hard part to stick them is because it's round. And then one more L, and then we are done with that one. So there we go, little fall sign. They're starting to peel up, so I will be getting the Mod Podge out, but just to give you an idea, I will put some Mod Podge over the top, and that will help them stay down. And in the end, this is what I've done, an orange one here before, and that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on this to finish it. And also we have finished the pumpkins. These are looking great, and we finished the mason jar pumpkin, and I'm just gonna put them all together and show you what we've got. So let's just get the Mod Podge on these to stick them down. The fall decor is now finished. We have the pumpkins made out of mason jar lids, and a twig and some leaves. You could put some lights in there and it would look really nice in the night time. We changed the Dollar Tree pumpkins into a little bit more rustic rather than shiny. Here's the third one up here. And we turned beads into a little sign for the tier tray, and we have one that we did orange little pumpkins saying boo, and we did one with the white little pumpkins saying fall. So 3 different things that you can do to change things up and have a really cute little display. Hi everyone, I'm Julie from Julie's Everything Treasures. I hope you enjoyed my quick video of some fall creations. Here are the creations I created in the video. Let me know which one's your favourite in the comments, and please give the thumbs up to the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm Julie from Julie's Everything Treasures, and I love how I'm creating home decor, furniture, and I hope you enjoy too. Please stay tuned, stay tuned for the next video coming up, and make sure you go back on all the other videos I have created, as I had so much fun creating them. I think you'll enjoy them too. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye!